is Saturday, February 24th, 2024, and I'm making this video for my own safety and for the safety of others. I know for certain Shaylin is a witch who did witchcraft on me when I was 19 years old. Her and her friends, they gave me mushrooms. We were at a house in Carbondale. The people involved were Cheryl Lynn Taylor, Kate St. Aubin, Amy Fabing, Dave Dieters, Softy, whose first name is Aaron. I can't remember his last name right now, and Dylan. I can't remember his last name right now. It was Dylan and Softy's house, okay? And I was on mushrooms. I was the only one who was on mushrooms. They set it up that way. And they were all smoking crack and drinking and smoking weed, okay? And they knew I couldn't remember Shaylin, so they decided to wreck my mind as hard as they could, literally to try and kill me or split my brain, okay? They performed a satanic witchcraft ritual on me to split my brain while I was on mushrooms. Yes, they did. And what they did was when we were at Dylan's, and they must have brought these with them. They don't just pop out of thin air. They all had the same wigs, okay, brown wigs with ponytails, you know, what do they call them? Goldilocks style, you know, ponytails, but brown wigs with ponytails, and they put polka dots on all three of their faces, and they started fucking with me, saying that each one of them was Kate, and I was on mushrooms, and they knew it was confusing me because they are all white, they all had the same wig, the same polka dots, they might have even dressed in the same clothes. I'm not sure about that. They may have similar clothes, not exactly, but close enough. And then they sat on the couch and covered themselves with a blanket. So all you could see was their arms and face. And they kept confusing me of which one was Kate, or who was Cheryl and who was Kate and who was Amy. And they just were totally confused me, saying the strangest things and acting like, and then I would say, "You're Kate." And they'd be like, "No, I'm Kate." And then someone else would say, "No, I'm Kate." Like Shaylin would say, "No, I'm Kate." And they all kept doing it for hours. And this is just part of it. This is just what I remember how it first started, this satanic ritual, okay? Then for a while, it was like I was the only one there. But I could hear other people upstairs. If I tried to go upstairs, they would stop me. It's, "No, you can't come upstairs. We're going to have dinner soon. Just go sit at the table." And they had me sitting at the table by myself for who knows how long. And I hear all these haunted like noises upstairs. It didn't sound like sex. It sounded like banging furniture to scare me type thing. And then noise in the basement, you know, they were haunting the house and like no one was there. And I go try and find someone, and there'd be no one in the rest of the house, or I couldn't find anyone, you know, they were all hiding from me. But I couldn't leave. If I tried to leave, like, "No, you can't leave." They wouldn't let me. "We're about to eat dinner." "Wow, Charlie Poe, we're about to eat dinner." And they'd have me sit down, okay? And then like one person would come in and say something really bizarre and leave. And then like Dave would come in and say something bizarre and leave. And then the girls would all come back. I think they were smoking crack upstairs. And they'd all come back down, and they'd be calling each other like, "No, I'm Kate. No, you're Kate. I'm Kate." And they just were confusing the shit out of me. I remember at one point, this is for hours, okay? This is not 5-minute joke, ha ha, funny, you know, or even half an hour joke. This is all night. As long as it was working on me, they kept doing it. But they kept having their party too. You know, they're upstairs having sex, smoking crack, all right? Basically. At one point, I think it was much like they were done having sex for a while, and like they come downstairs or whatever. But at one point, I remember I went upstairs, and now I'm the only one upstairs, okay? And now, like, they won't let me go downstairs. Yeah. "No, you got to stay up here. This is happening. Or I don't remember exactly how they were messing with my head. But my head was like an infant at that point, like a 2-year-old, 5-year-old. I shouldn't have eaten mushrooms. I had amnesia. They're performing witchcraft on me. I already had forgotten Shaylin and going to Paw Paw Lake because my mind had been erased. I had amnesia. And they just didn't believe me. So that's why they're doing this ritual on me, okay? Plus, they're just evil. They might have done a ritual on me anyway, you know? But this is why they chose this ritual of all pretending to be Kate when there are three different girls with the same wig and the polka dots on their face. Okay, this is pure evil shit. Weird music's playing, then it stops. Weird noise, then it would stop. They're haunting. And I remember being upstairs, and this is the scariest part. And I'm remembering all this today, all of it. Just come to me today. Um, February 24th, 2024. And I don't know why God chose this day, but I feel it's important to get it out, because I'm just laying there after work and it just popped in my head. Okay. And I haven't remembered this since it happened. This happened in 1993. It was a warm, beautiful day. I don't think school had actually started yet. Like, they came down before school started and we were partying. We didn't have to worry about school, but I didn't have my dorm room yet. So I had to stay at Dillon's, see? And they knew that too. Like, there was no other place for me to stay. I didn't know anyone. It's my first year in college. I'm there a week or so before school starts. And this is when they did the ritual on me in 1993. So we'll say August 93. Okay. It was warm and beautiful out. And, the scariest part was when they had me upstairs. They wouldn't let me go downstairs. And this all feels like an Alice in Wonderland. It is. This is what they do. This is a common satanic ritual. They'll give someone hallucinogens and totally destroy their mind, okay? And split their brain, make them commit suicide. Just anything to destroy their mind is what this is about. This is not something friends do to each other while they're tripping. You do not intentionally play mind games and totally wig people out intentionally while they're on mushrooms or acid or any hallucinogens, because it most likely will work and give great damaging effect. These girls had me trapped in this house. My mind was totally out of control. I'm only 19. I have no idea what's going on. I knew I ate mushrooms, but I had forgotten. I couldn't make a complete sentence. I'm telling you, I couldn't walk straight. I couldn't go anywhere. Okay, I couldn't walk one block without being so confused I wouldn't know what to do. And they knew this. And then it was dark now, too. There's no way. I did not want to leave that house, even though it was haunted. All right? And it's not like they were walking around with knives, okay? They were just totally fucking with my head, And then while I was upstairs, they made me feel like they either put me in a closet or psychologically made me feel like I was in a closet and I was like sitting in the corner, scared to death, okay? Just so confused, my mind blown. And they were doing something with the lights, and the lights would turn on, and one of the girls would be in my face, and then the light would go off, and then another girl would be in my face, and then all three, and they just kept, I think I was in a closet. They talked me somehow to get in the closet and sit down. Yeah, like my mind was gone, okay? And they knew I needed help, but instead they're making it worse. And that's witchcraft. These are evil women. Shaylin is an evil woman. So is my ex-girlfriend, who is her friend. And my ex-girlfriend's best friend, Amy Fabing, who is also Sherilyn's best friend or friend. And they all hung out together. And some of the parents knew each other. And these parents tried to kill me for figuring out the earth was flat, which you should all know by now, by Paw Paw Lake. These people want me dead. Shaylin put a satanic ritual on me with her friends while I was on mushrooms on me. They scared the ever-living shit out of me. They made me think I was in a closet. They made me think dinner was being served when they were just having sex or hanging out in the backyard. I think the radio was on in the backyard, and there was people out there who really didn't know what was going on. But they were doing this satanic ritual on me and smoking crack. See, they had to hide the crack, and smoke it upstairs in Dylan's bedroom. And then one time I went up there, and so they all left, but they wouldn't let me leave. They convinced me I needed to stay there right then, and then they put me in a closet, kept opening the door and closing it on me, and opening the door, and just doing weird clown face smiles, and just doing it for a really extended, long period, okay? It was a totally evil thing to do. It was witchcraft. Shaylin is a witch. She was 20 years old when this happened. Kate St. Alban was 19. Dave Diders was 19. Amy Fabing was 18 or 19. I don't know. Dylan's 19. Softy's 19. We're all about the same age. And they did this satanic ritual on me. Shaylin is a witch. Stay away from her. She's the devil. And God put her face on my book to protect me. Yes, that's what I believe now. Now I remember 100% she's a witch, and that's why she avoids me like the plague, because she was scared I'd remember this. And now I do, Shay. Get the hell out of our lives.